Yakubu G0W0N has called Nigerian government for immediate release of Nnamdi Kanu and to end his case politically. And he goes further to say by doing so, he's going to reduce the tension and violence in the southeast. He also advised Nigerian government, if you don't want Biafra to exit the one Nigeria, then full integration of the Igbo people into Nigeria. And he goes further to advise the federal government of Nigeria to take a bold step towards reconciliation. And also he advocated for Nnamdi Kanu to be treated humanly and fairly while the political and the legal process are ongoing. G0W0N has pointed out 5 major things in his message. Number 1, he said political solution. Number 2, he said reconciliation. Number 3, he said humanly. Number 4, he said integration. Number 5, he said condemnation of violence. So I'm going to detail them one after another for you so that you can understand it. Number 1, he said political solution. He believed that when the matter is being handled politically, then it can reduce the tension and the violence in the southeast. Number 2, reconciliation. He said, release Nnamdi Kanu as a gesture of a goodwill and a commitment of healing and reconciliation between Nigerian government and the Igbo people. For most of you who doesn't know that what is going on is there is a very big issue between Nigerian government and the Igbo people, Biafran people. So this man believed that if they release Nnamdi Kanu as a gesture of a goodwill, it's a bold step to tell the Igbo people that yes, we are sorry and let us move on and find a way forward to amend the differences. Number 3 is humanitarian concern. He said, take good care of Nnamdi Kanu's custody. He should be treated humanly, fairly and safely. Especially now, this country now, they jaga. Make you treat Nnamdi Kanu with extra care. Number 4, integration. He said that he believed that releasing Nnamdi Kanu is going to be a powerful step towards full integration of the Igbo people into Nigerian affairs. With equal opportunity, equal rights, equal everything. Number 5, condemnation of violence. G0W0N strongly condemned the violence of lawlessness in the country. And he advised the federal government of Nigeria to settle Nnamdi Kanu's case amicably, discharge him and let him go unconditionally, and also so that everybody can also contribute and help with the security to be able to track down the terrorists and the banditry that is going on in the country. To me, I think that this man has well spoken, but the integration is where I have my issue. Because I believe that I don't think Nigerian government can integrate.
So guys, Nnamdi Kanu was convicted for speaking the truth, for speaking peace, for wanting peace for his people. Nnamdi Kanu was convicted for making things right. Nnamdi Kanu was convicted for only a speech that he made. But the real people committing this crime, committing these actions are in the bush, and the government seems not to do anything about them. But they had the right to sentence a man like Nnamdi Kanu to prison, life imprisonment, for just a speech that he made. Because the country alone is scared of him. The country is scared of him because he's a man that has come to kill Goliath. Nnamdi Kanu is a very, very strong man, and I know that he will conquer this period. They should go and get all those criminals that are in the bush, killing people from one place to another. Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to prison on injustice. Okay, you can check out now. Both past and present leaders are fighting for the release of Nnamdi Kanu because they know that with him there is a better Nigeria. Because they know that with him things will be right. Even the president himself is not even the president himself, because how can you allow a commoner like Sheikh Gumi to be controlling the affairs of your country without you doing anything? I'll be playing a video for you guys to watch so that you can understand that things must be done in this country for this country to get to the promised land.
Hello guys, when it comes to the case of Nnamdi Kanu, the Nigerian government scored an own goal at least twice. Number 1, Nnamdi Kanu should never have been kidnapped from Kenya. Or even if they want to arrest him, They should have done extradition hearing in Kenya, but they didn't do that. So they kidnapped him and brought him to Nigeria, and then to start making up charges against him. And at the end of the day, they ran a kangaroo court system and then convicted him, which should never have been the case to start with. Then, even after that, they sent him to Sokoto prison, thinking that they are basically punishing him. Punishing him for what? When you do all these things, you are basically attracting more sympathy for Nnamdi Kanu, even for those who don't agree with him. And that is what you're doing. So when you see the massive support he is enjoying from various parts of the country, that is simply because the people do not think that the Nigerian government is being fair. So I just wanted to put that thing out there.
So guys, we're back into the news of the day. Nnamdi Kanu exploit political solutions, alternative movement tells Tinubu. I read. The chief promoter of the alternative movement, Otumba Shegu Shaomi, has appealed to President Bola Tinubu to exploit a political solution in the case of the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu, who was recently sentenced to life imprisonment, a federal high court in Abuja had convicted Kanu on several terrorism-related charges in a judgment that is still under appeal. Trial Justice James Omotosho in his judgment found Kanu guilty on all 7 court terrorism charges the federal government brought against him. The court held that the proof of evidence established that the defendants in his separatist agitation for the Biafran Republic made a series of illegal radio broadcasts that invented violence and killing across the country. Following his conviction and sentencing for terrorism by the court, the Department of State Service (DSS) transferred Kanu to the Nigerian Correctional Center in Sokoto. Shaomi, while featuring on the Guest Forum, an interpretative program of the Correspondence Chapel of the Nigerian Union of Journalists (NUJ) Ogun Council in Abeokuta, Ogun State, on Monday, urged the president to exploit a political solution to resolve the matter. The Public Affairs Analyst notes that a greater good of the country is served if he is released than keeping him behind bars. He said, "The civil war is long over and it needs to be over. There can be no justification for the killings of Igbos in Igbo land under whatever guise. Why don't you let us find a way to collaborate among ourselves and shatter the glass ceiling which is presidency? I called on the federal government and President Bola Tinubu that for the benefit of this nation and the people who have lost to keeping this country together, we appeal that we are now due for a political solution to Kanu's case. We want the Igbos to understand that there is no conspiracy to do them injustice. We must be willing to look for a political solution because a greater good for the country is served if he is released than keeping him behind bars. By leaving him behind bars, we are energizing that audience that is just misbehaving and killing people in the southeast." Shaomi, however, dismissed the notice that the judgment delivered as a political coloration. It is only the Court of Appeal that can determine if there is a miscarriage of justice or not in the case, but let nobody imagine that there is any tribalism or otherwise in that judgment, he said. Speaking on the alternative movement, Shaomi said the platform is not a political party but a civil space created to mobilize and encourage Nigerians, particularly young people, to take part in politics and electoral process. He noted that Nigerian democracy can only grow when more people, especially the youth, are involved in shaping it. Earlier, the acting chairman of the council chapel, Peter Moses, explained that the Guest Forum serves as a platform for public discourse, debate, and engagement with policy makers, public affairs analysts, and government officials on topical issues that shape society. As journalists, we believe that beyond our daily coverage and reporting of events, we have a responsibility to provide platform for meaningful public discussion such as this in strengthening democracy by encouraging diverse perspective, he said. So guys, I just want you guys to sit down and think about it. Keeping Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto will not solve this problem. It will only make things worse for us. So I just want you guys to hit the subscribe button to make sure you get every trending videos that will be posted.